Hello everyone, Lady De Winter here, and I want to show you a little bit of what I've made and what I'm working on and future projects, because God knows I have a lot of them. So anyway, let's go on to what I've made so far. Now, the strawberry sweater is done. The strawberry jam sweater is finished. There it is. And it is cozy warm, and since it's 70 degrees here in Georgia, I won't be wearing it for a while. As you know, I was making little gift bags for gift cards. The video went over really well. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed this video. These are great little gift bags. You can even tie the little thing into a bow and have a little gift bag with a bow on it. So it works really well. You can do it in the person's favorite color, and they work really, really well. So there's the gift bags I finished. Now, we talk about Halloween hot pads, and I have had hot pads on the mind for a while now. Halloween hot pads. I made 4 of them in various Halloweeny colors. So there we go. That's something else I made that's a finished object this month. I can't remember if I made these this month or last month, but I did make some fall dishcloths. So I can't remember if I made these this month or last month, but we're going to include them in this month. Now we're going to talk about things that are not finished yet. Because I have a bunch of those, and I have a bunch of pictures I am going to put into this video. So, as you know, I was making gift hot pads for a family member. And here's the one of them. Here's the last one. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be very big. I made one small one about this size. And then I made a much bigger one about a little over that size. And then this one's going to be the biggest of them all for sitting like casserole dishes and all on. So, and that is a hot pad that is not finished but will be very soon. Now, you all know about my, oops, let's not dump everything on the ground here. Okay, you all know about my granny square sweater. I have got it put together. It's all put together, and we have the collar on. And as you see, the collar makes a really nice V. That's something I was trying to go for, is a nice V collar. So here's the sweater, and it is put together, and now I am working on the ribbing, which I will sew on eventually. You know, I'll get it sewn on, and then all I have left to do is the sleeves on that project. So there's that project. And you know about the ugly Christmas sweater. Here's what the one is going to look like. It still gets some more red around here and some white and green until it gets big enough to cover my body. Once it gets big enough to go all the way over to the sides here, then I will start adding just regular red. And I've got a bunch of Lion brand Pound of Love yarn that will work for that. But I have 2 squares going already, and I'm taking a hint on this from Craft in a Cuppa, Kelly at Craft in a Cuppa. She makes both of her squares at the same time. That way she doesn't run out of yarn, and that's really a good idea. So I started doing that, and let's see. Now we need to talk about future projects. Stuff I have planned, but I haven't begun yet. Oh, I want to make some more leaf coasters, but I want to use this yarn. I bought this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. And I've got 2 skeins of it, and I want to make a couple of leaf coasters. At least 1 leaf coaster, but I think I have enough for 2. So, now, the Christmas projects. Wait a minute, I have one more. Yeah, one more that's not a Christmas project. This is the baby square blanket. I've been working on this for a couple years now. What I do is I use leftover yarn, little balls like this and that, and I know I've got a couple, yeah, little tiny balls like this, and I make granny squares out of them. Like that. And then I will eventually sew them all together and make one baby blanket or two, depending on how many squares I have. I got some gray in there. I'm gonna put some brown and tans in there, and so, but this is all a mess because all the yarn is kind of falling all over the place. But I think it's going to be beautiful once it's done. And when I take and make a ball of yarn, usually about this size, maybe a little bit bigger. I don't think yeah, like this, about that size. I start making a granny square out of it, or when they get to be this size, because that's really not much yarn, but it's enough for a couple of granny squares. So that is the baby blanket that I have been working on for the past year. Now let's get to the Christmas projects. Same thing with this particular project. When I get a skein of yarn down small, I make Christmas colored granny squares out of it. And what I will do is I will eventually make a blanket out of it all. Yeah, I've got all different kinds and colors, and yeah. I will eventually make a blanket out of all of this. And yeah, you see how that works? I'll make one of these first, and then I'll make one of these, and then I'll make one of these. So, and that's going to be a Christmas blanket. I have no idea when I'm going to get that done, because if you look in the bag, you see the mess of yarn in there, and more will be going in after this Christmas as I use it. So yeah. This is doctor's office stuff. This is what I take with me when I go to the doctor's office or someplace where I know I'm going to have to sit for a period of time. I take one of those two projects with me, or a hot pad, and I work on those because I don't need a pattern for them. Now, here is my Christmas dish drying. And you'll notice I'm using Premier Home Cotton for this. Premier Home Cotton is a good cotton to use for this. Whoops, sorry. Premier Home Cotton is a good cotton to use for this because it is 85% cotton and 15% polyester. You cannot put anything hot on this. I did not realize that it was this mix. I thought it was 100% cotton when I bought it. So, since I can't put anything hot on this, I'm going to mix it, and I've got a red and a green, and I've got some white from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. And then I've got loops and threads, 100% cotton. I already have Christmas pot holders. I don't need any more Christmas pot holders. So I'm going to make dish drying cloths out of all of this. So this is my dish drying cloths. And I even bought some gigantic needles to work with. So yeah, I bought some Susan Bates, I think an L and an M. And I already have a J. So, but that is my last project there. So guys, that is what I have been busy working on. I have managed to injure a shoulder. I don't know what I did to it. I have no idea what I did to my shoulder. All I know is it really, really hurts after crocheting for a while. I'm thinking repetitive motion injury because of how long I sit and crochet, because I can sit and crochet for 10, 12 hours a day without even thinking about it because, you know, I'm retired. I basically almost live alone. And, you know, when I'm not alone, I'm still kind of alone because the people that are here or the person here is off doing like yard work for me or washing something. They're off doing something else. Editing videos, you know, making thumbnails. They're not physically right here in the room with me. So usually I'll put on a movie on my TV, or I'll put in a movie that I have and I'll sit and I'll crochet. And that's pretty much what I do now. I'm going to have to slow down on that because I am damaging my arms and I can't do that. I know that you guys want to see a new video of something new I'm making every week, but I cannot crochet that fast. So this is what I've got going. Little by little, you'll see the progression of it getting done. When I get the project finished, you'll get to see the finished project. So, and that's it for now, folks. I hope you enjoy the video. And until next time, this is Lady DeWinter reminding you you're never too old to do anything you put your mind to doing, but crocheting for 10 hours straight may not be a good idea. Bye-bye for now.